aspecto que tienes, de verdad. Parece que vienes de la guerra y que además la has perdido. Enséñame las manos.
Ahora no.
Oh, está bien. Casi se me olvidaba. Estamos en medio de una gran aventura.
He dicho que no sigas, Perla.
Parece que te hubieran dado una gran paliza, ¿eh? Noche de vela, sin cenar, sin dormir. Me duele decírtelo, amigo, pero algunos llamarían a esto hacer el indio.
Yo no. No recuerdo haber pedido tu opinión.
Deberías apartar a esa dama de tu vida. Quemar sus fotos, tirar sus recuerdos, vender la casa de la playa, hundir el barco, comenzar otra vez o vas a terminar como yo.
Calla un segundo, oigo algo.
Ojalá sean resultados. He apostado 20 pavos.
Shh. ¿De qué crees que te estoy hablando?
Por favor, tranquila.
No puedo. Siento como si me quemara por dentro. Voy a explotar.
Iden, te entiendo.
No, tú no.
Tienes que darle un poco de tiempo a todo esto.
Esto no va a desaparecer. El tiempo no lo va a arreglar.
Iden.
Kirk, escucha, tú no lo entiendes. Tengo que vivir con ello todos los días. Ojalá pudiera hacerte entender. He intentado acabar con su vida. He intentado matar a mi padre. He intentado matarle.
Cielo, está bien, está bien, está bien. Está bien.
Dylan, estoy asustada.
No te apures, estás a salvo.
¿Mamá? ¿Mamá? Hola.
Hola. Hola, cielo. ¿Es de día? Oh, seré tonta. Claro que lo es.
Mamá, no puedes pasarte así todas las noches. Hay enfermeras para cuidar a papá.
Cariño, lo sé. Y que todos vosotros estáis siempre entrando y saliendo.
It's Christmas and I don't want him to be alone. I'm so glad you didn't leave us. I'm so glad you're going to be here for Christmas. And I hope forever. Thank you, honey.
Listen, I want to know where you've been. If you don't know it, and people have been looking for you.
I just needed some time to think. Nick asked me to marry him.
That's wonderful.
I don't know what I'm going to tell him. What am I going to do?
Do you love him?
Of course I do.
Well, I don't understand. Was it a surprise that he asked you?
No, he's asked me before.
Well, it's obvious that he's in love with you.
Yeah, I know. I know all of that. My problem is, I don't know if I'm ready.
Honey, when your father asked me to marry him, he took me by surprise. We were having dinner, and he said, all of a sudden, "You've got 10 seconds to give me an answer. Because if you can't answer me in 10 seconds, then we shouldn't get married."
You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding. He looked at his watch, and he every few seconds he'd call out 5 seconds, 2 seconds.
I would have panicked.
I did panic, but you see, he thought it's something you didn't have to think about. Either you knew you wanted to get married, or you shouldn't do it.
Is that what you think, Mom? I mean, do you think I should already know about it?
Honey, I think you already do know. I just think you're letting too many other things get in the way.
The thing is, we have such a great thing going right now. We have fun, and I feel like if we get married, it'll ruin it.
Why do you think it'll ruin it?
Well, if we love each other, does getting married really matter?
Sounds like it matters a lot to him.
There's just so much going on in my life right now. I mean, the troubles at home and the way Daddy is. I mean, when you get married, the time should be right, where you can give yourself completely. And I don't think I can do that right now.
Do you think Nick understands how you feel?
Well, he has to know I love him, Mom.
You've got to make that very clear to him, no matter what your decision is. Just make sure he knows how you feel. That's most important.
Now all I have to do is figure out what I feel.
Oh, excuse me. Miss Perkins, there's a Nick Hartley downstairs to see you.
Oh, thank you. Will you tell him I'll be right down?
Sure.
Thanks. Well, this is it.
Good luck.
Thanks. I love you, Mom.
I love you, too.
I'm sorry, Lionel, but Brandon's at school right now.
Oh, I know. No. I got this out of the attic. I was looking for it all morning.
What is it?
Well, I got it when I was a kid, see?
Good grief. What do you use this for? A sleeping bag?
Well, might just as well. I tell you, it's you should have seen it when I was a kid. Minx used to say every time I'd hang it up on the mantel, she'd say, "You're going to burn down the house with that." See, I was about 6 or 7, and I thought that the stocking I had was a little too small. So, who am I? 6 or 7-year-old kid. I called my father's tailor, and I said to him, "I want a bigger stocking." And this is what I got for Christmas. I don't know why I never gave it to Warren.
Oh, I know why. You would have been the one who had to stuff it.
That must be it. Anyway, I wanted Brandon to have it. As for filling it, there are going to be people waiting in line to give him Christmas presents. He's a very popular little fella.
Just like his grandfather. And his father.
What was he like? I mean, Jenny Jr.
To me, he was always very gentle and kind.
It's just strange not ever having known your own son.
Johnny would have been a very different man if you'd raised him.
Think so?
Yes. Cece brought him up to be very competitive, to win at all costs. He was never really able to see the other side. It was always black and white, us and them. But he really had a warm and compassionate side to him. I really believe he got that from you.
His mother.
And his mother.
I want you to know something. I respect you. You know that? I really respect you. I mean, I know what you've been through. And I really want you to know Brandon. And I want you to know his love. Because Brandon's your child now. And I'll do everything I can to make it stay that way. Okay?
He's all of ours, Lionel.
Well, I just want you to know that I'll never do anything to take him away from you.
I know you won't. And I just want you to know that you are always welcome here.
Well, thank you. Well,
What?
I think it might just be a Merry Christmas after all.
Do you have any idea how worried I was?
I know, and I'm sorry. I just needed some time to think, that's all.
Well, the question was simple enough.
Well, for you, maybe.
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong.
Tell me, I want to understand.
No, nothing's wrong.
I thought you were ready. I mean, I wouldn't have asked if I didn't.
Why don't you ask me again? Now.
Now you've got me scared what the answer's going to be.
You don't get an answer until you ask.
All right. Kelly Capwell, will you marry me? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Say it, please. I just want to know.
Yes, Nick Hartley, I'll marry you.
I was so worried. You said yes. You're going to marry me.
Yes. But you can't pin me down to a date just yet. Because I want the time to be right.
Oh, I wouldn't. I promise. It's all right with me.
You don't mind waiting?
No. Well, of course I mind. I love you. I want to marry you right away. Tomorrow. Tonight. But if you want to wait a year or a decade, that's okay with me. That's fine. So long as the answer is yes.
It was from the beginning.
Oh, Kelly. What would I do? How can I survive without you?
It is all in your head.
Well, that's very easy for you to say.
Now, look, have you seen someone?
Well, no, but I...
Janice, listen to me. Now, I don't think anyone is following you. It's this right here. It's this newfound fame of yours. Of course you're going to get stares from strangers. But what you have to understand is that they don't think of themselves as strangers. They've seen you in here in all of your glory, so they think that they know you.
Well, I just...
Let's look at me, please. I know you. And it's all up here.
You do know me.
Yes, I do know you. So will you relax?
I'll try.
Okay.
What are those? Is that new idea that you were talking about last night?
It sure is. Why don't you take a look? Tell me what you think.
Oh, I think it's pretty elegant for something being built on a drilling platform.
Mm-hmm.
Is this really legal? I mean, you can gamble and everything?
Would I do anything that's illegal? Wait, don't answer that.
Dylan, I'm glad that you got another dream. I mean, there's two things that I do know about you. One, you have to have a dream. And two, you'll never settle down.
Probably right.
We were pretty good together, weren't we?
Bet we were.
I'm really sorry for barging back into your life like this. I'll tell you what. As soon as I find another place, I'll move out.
Take as long as you like.
Dylan?
Yep.
I was wondering,
Yeah?
could I use your phone?
Janice, you don't have to ask me to use the phone or to do anything else in this apartment. Okay? Now I'm going over to the Capwells and pitch my idea.
I didn't know that the Capwells were involved.
They own the rig.
How's Kelly?
Practically engaged to Nick.
Oh, well, what do you know?
Yeah, what do you know?
Dylan, I know what's happening here. Don't hurt Nick. He's too nice of a guy.
That is not what is happening here. I just need this rig.
What is it you need? Just tell me.
No one can help. No one can. It's got to come from me, and I can't live with myself. I tried to kill my father, and I almost succeeded.
Hey, what are you doing? Where are you going?
Hey, wait a minute. Out of my way. Hey, what for? Where you go? You're not going to tell him you bugged the place, are you? Are you nuts?
Would you just listen to me?
Why? What can you say?
Eden, your father is alive. He is not dead. No one died, so you're not a murderer.
I tried to end his life.
Eden.
Just don't touch me. I don't need a shoulder to cry on anymore. No more tears and no more crying.
Hey, wait a minute. Let go of me, man. They're still in there. Okay, now you go barging in talking about illegal wiretaps. We both go to jail, the big house. For the wire, for breaking and entry. It's bye-bye badge, bye-bye everything. Now, what about me? What about you? All right, already. We wait till they leave. Come on, I know a place. Come on.
Great start to the day, huh? I don't know if it was me or you, but one of us said we were going to put in a good day at the office.
You did.
Well, then what are we doing hanging around here?
I don't think I'm going to be much good to you today.
Eden, you've got to stop fighting a battle that's already lost. That is history now. You've got to start thinking about the future. That's what matters. Not trying to do things that you can't take care of anymore.
I just don't think I can do anything about anything.
Oh, sweetheart, my God, of course you can. Look, you are the strongest woman that I have ever known, Eden, and I know that you can do anything if you really want to.
Why do I feel so helpless?
Well, you won't feel that way for too long. In the meantime, though, it's very important that you keep the way you're feeling to yourself right now. Let people see the old Eden. You show weakness right now, they're going to take advantage of it, especially Mason.
You're right.
Oh, yeah, he's watching for any sign, any little sign right now that you may be crumbling, and when he sees that, you know what comes next. He's going to pull out all the stops, and he's going to try and take over the company.
But I thought you said you wouldn't let that happen.
Well, of course I won't. But you make my job a lot easier if you help me out.
I'll try.
What, just try?
Well, as long as I know that you're there next to me. I mean, as long as I know you're there.
Eden, of course I'll be there. I meant all my wedding vows, every word of them. Honoring and cherishing. I'm going to live by those words.
So do I. I mean, I'm trying. Someday I'll live by my vows. I want it to work, Kirk.
Well, it will then. You wait and see.
Let's see, you could hang it here and it could be weather stripping. Or I guess you could put it here and catch sand himself.
You're so silly.
Right.
I can't wait to see Brandon's face. He's going to be so surprised.
Oh, he'll be surprised at the bounty he's going to find.
For me, it's been like Christmas every day around here.
Yeah.
I just sit and watch him. I watch him eat. I watch him sleep. I watch him coloring in his coloring books. Everything he says and does, it's like a gift. I'm very lucky to have him.
He's lucky to have you.
He still misses Gina. He's always asking questions about her. He wants to know when she's going to come and visit, if he can call her. She's come by a couple of times, but it still doesn't seem to be enough.
Well, it's only natural. She's the only mother he's ever known.
I really want him to love me more than he loves her. I know that that's a selfish thing for me to say, but I'm his mother. Lionel, I would never have given him up if I hadn't have been so young, so scared and intimidated.
I know that.
The other night, I woke up in a cold sweat. I had this fear that he was gone, that she had taken him away from me. I'll tell you something, Lionel. Now that I have him, I don't ever want to let him go. It would just kill me.
I know.
Do you? What is it? Do you want to tell me something?
Oh, no. It's just my own life. Augusta has left me, and...
Lionel, I'm sorry.
Thank you. It's just that, for the first time in my life, I'm really alone. And lonely. So it's good to have somebody to talk to. I have a feeling that you and I are going to be very good friends.
Yes, I have the same feeling. Wait a minute. You're not alone, and neither am I.
No?
You've got your grandson, and I've got my son.
Of course.
I'd say that almost makes us a family.
Practically.
I just wish I could keep him. I'm afraid that if Gina takes this to court, it's going to be a very difficult fight. Especially since I don't have a husband. Wait. You. You could be Brandon's father.
Is that a proposal?
No. No. You could sort of be Brandon's father. A father figure for him. You know, a male image for him.
I'd like that. But I also think maybe the both of you deserve the real McCoy.
You saying that I should marry?
And no, not that you should, but maybe you could if the right fella came along. Are there any candidates?
No. No one to speak of.
I thought that you and Cruz were friends.
Well, friends are one thing. Husband's another. Oh.
Well, here, I'll get... Yeah.
Meet the new Mrs. Hartley. He doesn't get it. She said, yes, Dylan, we're going to be married. Look at him, he's struck dumb. Dylan, I know it's difficult for you to believe that a gorgeous, delectable creature like this could marry your mere brother.
Must be out of her mind.
Probably.
Definitely.
Come here, congratulations. I think it's great. Kelly, congratulations.
Oh, none of that when there's mistletoe in the house. Come here and kiss her. You have my permission. Go ahead.
Congratulations.
There, that wasn't so bad now, was it?
So, when's the big day?
Well, we haven't planned that yet. My blushing bride wants to wait.
Well, there's just so much else going on at the house.
Yes, more than you know. Dylan, why don't you pitch it to her right now?
Now?
What pitch?
Well, Dylan has a business proposition for you. Well, Capwell Enterprises. Go ahead. Yep. While she's in a good mood, let her have it right now. Pitch it to her. Let's see your best stuff.
Okay. Sam and I have this terrific idea. You remember those oil platforms that we passed over the other day?
Yeah?
Well, Sam and I think that we could take one, fix it up, and turn it into a casino for gambling. Now, we've already checked with the local authorities, and it's legal.
All they need is permission from the Capwells to use the platform, for which they would pay rent or a percentage or something like that.
Yeah, Sam and I think that it would turn a pretty big profit.
Dylan was turned down by Kirk, so we thought we'd try out the idea on you, and if you liked it, you could talk to Eden about it.
Yeah, I guess I could, although I'm going to need to know a little more about this.
Well, of course, now there are going to be startup costs. You can't do a project like this cheaply. Dylan thinks that a limited partnership would be the best idea, and I agree with him. Either Capwell Enterprises, if you're interested, or our own partners. Now, I think that Dylan has a sound idea here. I think that people would be willing to spend half their lives out there for the chance to gamble so closely to home. He's going to have a bar, restaurant, bands, entertainment, dancing. Is that right, Dylan?
That's right. First class all the way.
It sounds great. It really does.
Good. Dylan's got the preliminary figures.
Well, good.
Well, that's great. Listen, I'll leave you two alone to talk about the details. I've got to get to the beach. I have a shoot with Janice at the beach bar.
Thanks, Nick.
Bye.
Bye.
Warren, I know I'm late. I'm sorry. Look, I just...
This isn't cold feet, is it? I've got a producer here that's getting a little worried.
Janice, this is a big shoot. Sports Life sells out initially in, I don't know, like 3 days. But with you on the cover now, listen, with you on the cover, it's going to sell out in 2 days.
Well, look, okay, I'll leave in 10... I'll leave right now.
Hey, you sure you're good?
I'm fine. Just give me 10 minutes, okay? Bye.
Maybe this is not a very good time.
Oh, no, not at all.
No, I just stopped by to bring Brandon something.
Oh, well, actually, I have a little gift for him, too.
Oh, I'm afraid he's in school right now, but I could put it aside for him.
Why don't you put it on the tree? It's a tree ornament.
Oh, he's going to love this.
I brought him a little big stocking.
It's like Brandon's going to have a great Christmas.
I guess some people
Hey, how about some eggnog?
I got a better idea. Why don't I take the two of you out to lunch?
No, thank you. I have other plans.
Some other time.
Sure. Please tell Brandon that I said hello.
Yes, anytime.
Bye.
Take care.
It's obvious you care a great deal for her.
Yes, I do. But I also don't see myself turning my back on 26 years of marriage.
No, I don't see you doing that either.
I'm going to try to fight to get Augusta back.
Yes, I hope you do.
Thank you. Give my best to Brandon.
I will.
Bye.
Bye.
I thought you wanted to leave town.
I do.
Well, then why build a casino?
Once the casino makes enough money, I pay Nick back, I take the first flight.
Once the casino is running, you really think you're going to be able to walk away from
Now
it?
listen to me. If the casino's a success, I'll be bored within 2 weeks.
You know, Nick was planning on having you as best man in the wedding.
No, I don't think I'll be available for that.
You don't have to do that.
Look, I think it's best.
You know, Dylan, this is ridiculous. We don't have to do this. We are adults. We both accepted what happened as a mistake. Am I right?
You're right. Mistake. If it hadn't have been for those 2 bottles of champagne.
My point is, it'll never happen again. So there is no reason for us to feel uncomfortable around each other when we're alone. We have our lives to get back to. What I'm saying is, I don't understand why we can't be friends. Like we were before Santa Rosa.
I think that's a good idea.
But
No buts about it. You're right. I mean, we're both adults. In a couple of weeks, we'll forget about it.
you said you hoped Nick and I would be happy, remember?
And I do. Promise. I mean, you two were supposed to be together. You were meant to be. I don't know, what am I?
A Rolling Stone?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, listen, I'm glad we had this little talk.
I am too. I feel a lot better now.
So listen, about the casino, I'll talk to Eden, okay?
Great, I've got some figures here.
Okay.
I really appreciate you helping me, Kelly. I really do.
For Nick's brother, anything. Well, almost anything.
Right.
Would you just relax? They're gonna be out any second. Now, you don't want them to see you, okay?
This is a big mistake.
What is?
This whole thing, I should have flushed this idea weeks ago, man. Instead of thinking I could make a difference.
Keep the voice down, okay?
As soon as I get my bug out of there, I'm gonna wash my hands of this whole deal and go back to doing what I do.
Yes, you be a cop.
That's right, I'm a cop. I'm a simple, honest cop.
Keep talking. I like what I'm
There
hearing.
ain't nothing else to say, man. I tried to do something, it didn't work out. Now I'm gonna go back to business.
I should take those cars because of the schedules that we both have.
Ian, if you get some time today, why don't you look at those revised Walker figures? I think early in the merge, we may want to go for accounting.
Okay, do it, open it.
Ease up. You're rushing on. This you get sloppy
Come
work.
on,
Scratches on the lock. You want scratches on the lock?
Spare me.
A new record.
Stay up.
Yes, sir, Sergeant. Excuse me, ma'am. Do you happen to have the time? I'm running a little slow here.
Oh, it's 22.
20 to what?
20 to 10.
10, yeah.
Don't I know you?
Oh, me? Oh, no, I don't think so. I live right down the hall, room 130. I got this incredible collection of etchings. You ought to come up. Over sometime.
Excuse me.
Oh, no, don't go in there, ma'am.
What are you doing here?
That's it. Wonderful. Leonard, pull that in just a little bit more. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, she is special. Everything you said about her is true, Warren.
Yeah, I know, I tell you. It's like you got everything under control here. Mind if I take off?
Nah, sure, go. He's almost done anyway.
All right. Keep smiling, Janice. Sorry, Nick.
All right.
I will. Are you leaving?
Yeah, I've got a staff meeting at the newspaper.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Yeah, you're doing all the work here, you know.
See you guys. Over to the left. That's it. Raise that leg up. Tuck it behind that ankle. Perfect. Yep. Okay. Janice, can you just hold it still for a second more, please?
I'm sorry. It's freezing out here.
Oh, I am sorry. I bet you are. Here, Fred. Kill the car, will you? Let's take a break. You're doing great, kid. I'm going to get a set of these for your portfolio.
Oh, well, I hope the goosebumps don't show up. Why is it that models are always doing bikini layouts in the winter and fur coats in the summer?
I don't think anybody said that this was going to be easy.
Well, it beats being a chauffeur.
You guys keep up the good work. I gotta make a couple of calls. You are doing great, Janice. My editor is gonna flip when he sees these pictures.
I'll tell you something. I'll like modeling a lot more when I can leave my clothes on.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
The good news. Kelly said yes, we are going to be married.
Nick, that's wonderful. Has anybody told Dylan?
Of course. Dylan is going to be the best man. Come on, I'll get you some hot tea.
This is sick. A bug? What were you hoping to hear?
¿Has puesto otro en el dormitorio, en el colchón?
No he entrado en el dormitorio.
¿Seguro?
Necesitaba información sobre Kirk. Estoy
¿Cómo te
intentando
atreves a
averiguar.
entrar en nuestra vida privada? Podía hacer que te arrestaran y puede que lo haga.
Olvida eso. Sé que estás disgustada. ¡Olvida eso! Kirk está mintiendo. No es el niño bueno que aparenta ser.
¿Qué tratas de decir?
De verdad, te está engañando. ¿No has pensado nunca que algunas de las cosas que hace son extrañas?
No. No. Es una persona considerada y amable.
¿Lo crees así?
Sí. ¿Y qué te hace pensar que puedes hacer algo así? Además, mírate, ¿desde cuándo no te
¿Cuál ha
afeitas?
sido la última noche
Eso
que has
no es de
dormido
tu
bien?
incumbencia. Pero imagino que lo sabes. ¿Qué esperabas escuchar con esto? ¿Que Kirk es un gran cocinero? ¿Que la compañía Cap vuelva mal? ¿Que yo no intenté matar a mi padre? Por si no te has enterado, lo hice. Intenté matar a mi padre.
No me digas eso.
Lo has sabido siempre. Y lo has estado callando. Si estás buscando falsa gratitud, no la vas a encontrar. Porque odio lo que hice. Y te odio a ti por traicionarme.
¿Traicionarte? ¿Es así como lo llamas solo porque no acepto esa perfecta y clara evidencia circunstancial? ¿Has pensado que puedes estar equivocada? Aquella noche estabas completamente aturdida. No sabes lo que pasó ni...
Recuerdo que tenía el enchufe en mis manos.
¿Recuerdas haberlo desenchufado? ¿Recuerdas haber intentado matar a tu padre? ¿O es Kirk quien te dijo
Lo
que lo
tenía
hiciste?
en mis manos. Y Kirk lo vio.
Oh,
¡Me vio!
Kirk te vio y claro, ¿estás dispuesta a creerle? ¿Vas a creer todo lo que te dijo en el momento más crítico de tu vida? ¿No te vas a parar a pensar y preguntarte qué motivos puede
Te
tener?
agarras a un clavo ardiendo. No lo crees porque realmente no lo quieres creer. Por eso no me casé contigo. Porque tú no podrías vivir con alguien que hubiera hecho algo así. No podrías mirarme la cara y yo tampoco a ti.
Eden, tú no eres capaz de matar a tu
Entonces
padre.
no me conoces.
¿Que no te conozco? Después de todo el tiempo que hemos pasado juntos y de lo unidos que hemos estado, al contrario. Claro que te conozco y sé cuánto hay que saber de ti.
Deberías irte.
No dejes que ese hombre arruine tu vida.
Quiero que te vayas de mi casa.
No me voy a marchar hasta oírte admitir que no quitaste ese enchufe.
Lo tenía en mis manos. ¿Por qué sigues atormentándote?
Porque te quiero. Te amo.
No quiero oír lo que dices.
Please, it won't take long, Kirk.
Kelly, I just don't have the time. Eden and I have a meeting set up at 11.
Well, listen, while you're waiting for her to show up, you can talk to us.
Us?
Dylan and me. It's business, so if you just give us 1
This
minute...
isn't that casino idea again, is it?
Dylan told me how you felt about this.
Well, save your breath. The answer is still no.
Kirk, I know there is a risk involved, but think about the profit potential here. Something like this will be in every major magazine around the country.
Well, that's funny because all I see is this tremendous scrap metal heap sitting out in the middle of Santa Barbara Channel, too hot in the summer, too cold in the winter.
We will work that out.
Have you worked it out how you'll evacuate in case of a fire? What about a collision with a ship? How about earthquakes? A tidal wave?
Ships have lifeboats, so will we. We'll work it out, Mr. Cranston.
Oh, that's wonderful. I can just see it now. What, a rubber raft for each guest. Shall we have them check the flippers and water wings in at the door, Dylan?
Kirk, you're not being fair. You're not even letting us show you the figures we have.
I just don't want you wasting your time, sweetheart. Think about your father right now. Now, what would he say to this?
Well,
He would say no is what he would say loud and clear. Kelly, Capwell Enterprises is a legitimate company, all right? Now, this kind of a speculative, slightly sleazy venture is just... There's no room for it in Capwell. I mean, the whole idea goes against the grain of what a respectable company asked for. I'm sorry, that's just the way that it is.
Well, I should warn you, I'm going to be talking to Eden.
Fine. You go ahead and do that. Just know, and this is a warning for me, that when she comes to me to discuss it with me, I'm going to give it to her. Both barrels full.
Told you.
No, don't give up. Look, Kirk may have a lot of influence in this company, but he's missing one essential ingredient.
What's that?
His last name isn't Capwell.
Lionel.
Oh,
What are you doing here?
I came to give you a present. This is for your guest house.
It's lovely, thank you.
Yeah, well, I also wanted to say something, if I may.
Yes?
Well, Sophia, you know how I care about you, and that I'm trying to keep the marriage together if I can.
Yes, I know. I don't want you to leave your marriage.
I know you do. But earlier, I saw a look on your face at Santana's, a look as if maybe you were afraid of me.
You have a very intense gaze, Lionel. But I know where our futures lie.
I'm sure you do. I'm just trying to say that I want us to be friends, I guess. Good friends. We shared so much. I just don't want us to turn our backs on that.
No, I don't either.
Then it's settled. We're friends.
Yes. Always.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Lionel.
Mira a tu alrededor. Esta es nuestra alcoba, aquí dormimos. Imagina lo que te habrías divertido si hubieras puesto un micrófono aquí. ¿Eso era realmente lo que querías saber? ¿Es tan bueno como tú en la cama o mejor? ¿Por qué no me lo preguntas? Podría contarte detalles.
¿Por qué hablas así?
Porque deseo seguir con mi vida. Y eso es lo que te duele. Tengo la oportunidad de ser feliz y tú no.
No crees nada de lo que dices.
Eres tú quien no lo acepta.
No, ni quiero ni voy a aceptarlo. No tengo por qué escucharte hablarme así.
Y yo tampoco tengo por qué oírte
Sí,
aquí.
tú
Vete
sí.
de mi casa.
Cuando acabe. Era tu última oportunidad. Y yo podía ayudarte. Pero o eres demasiado tonta o estás demasiado asustada. Por lo tanto, no hay nada que yo pueda hacer. Y por si te importa, Aiden, no deseo saber cómo os va a ti y a Kirk juntos. Me lo imagino.
What happened? It's over, that's what happened.
That was a fine job, Janice. I'm very pleased.
Good, thank you.
Janice, I'm going to take Mr. Radford back to his hotel. You going to be okay here?
Sure, no problem.
Okay, fine. I'll meet you at your place and I'll show you the proofs.
Oh, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Nick, is that you? Dylan? Who's there?
You're really gonna do it, huh?
You might as well sell it and get something out of it. Throw in the memories for free.
There you are. Where have you been?
Listen, if you don't mind, can I have a minute alone? I'd like to go see my father.
Sure.
I don't remember really doing it. Could it be?